Hi Aries. So I'm doing your reading for the lunar eclipse, January 2020. And as you know, lunar eclipse always happens on a full moon. Full moon is about endings, closing chapters in order for new beginnings to start. Um, this time, the moon is in the sign of Cancer. So it's a lunar eclipse in Cancer. And directly opposite the sign of Cancer is Capricorn. So both Capricorn and Cancer are cardinal signs. Aries is also a cardinal sign. So Aries is going to be affected very strongly by this lunar eclipse. And what this lunar eclipse is mostly about is following the heart, because the moon in Cancer reveals our true emotions, and it allows for us to make assessment and decide how we want to feel. Then we have Capricorn and Jupiter, Saturn, the South Node, Mercury, and the Sun, all in Capricorn, which will bring a lot of doubts and a lot of like scary voices, thoughts from the past, and just like lacking confidence and lacking like testing our faith, testing our intention about where we want to go, in the direction we want to go. So in this sense, Cancer rules the fourth house. So Aries will be mostly affected in the fourth house, which is in relation to your home. So a lot of us, this is very general, of course, depends on your own birth chart and where where your own placements are. But generally, it's going to be affected a lot in a home environment, which is your house where you live. So a lot of Aries maybe will be moving, and this solar eclipse will last. The effects will last for the next 6 months. So it might not be immediate. It might be in the upcoming months. But maybe some of you will be moving. Maybe some of you will be temporary moving. Maybe some of you will have people moving into your home. Maybe some of you will start using your home for business, like Airbnb. Maybe you'll be renting out part of your home. Maybe you'll start a home-based business, like an online business. You'll be working from home. Also, another area in the fourth house is family. So a lot of new beginnings and endings in the area of family. So maybe marriages or separations. And generally, yes, these are the bigger aspects that will be pretty much affected. So take it as it resonates with you. This is a general reading. I'm going to use tarot as well and see what the tarot says. So again, this is a very general reading. It's not going to resonate with everybody. Check your moon, rising and Venus signs as well. Take what resonates and what doesn't, just leave out. But let's see what the tarot says for this lunar eclipse for the sign of January, for the sign of Aries in January 2020. Just one more shuffle. Spirit, January 2020 for the sign of Aries. We have the Seven of Swords. So maybe some of you will be finding out things that were not revealed previously, you didn't know about. Queen of Cups. Maybe these will be heartfelt related matters, something to do with love life. I'm getting here. A lot of you, I feel like, will be experiencing a very emotional truths coming out. And then we have Judgment. So Judgment I always see as a karmic situation where whatever happened is kind of like, it's up to spirit to come to us to, have this connection where we are presented with the truth and the consequences from that. So yes, right away I see here Seven of Swords, Queen of Cups and Judgment. and I automatically feel revealing of some truths, something that is probably very close to your heart, something that maybe some of you will get hurt by, and this is like a closing a karmic cycle. I feel like you know, something that's probably been something that started a while ago, and it's kind of like revealing now, it's coming to truth. So like let's break this down. Sorry, I need to pick up my card. Okay, Spirit, so what's the Seven of Swords there for? Seven of Swords. Give me energy on the Seven of Swords. So we have the Ace of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. So Ten of Pentacles, I feel this is in relation to a family. So I feel a lot of communication. Someone coming and telling you things that you didn't know. Like these are all new, and with the Ace of Swords, I feel like this is a very new information. Things that, you know, Ten of Pentacles is something that's been built. It's come to the number 10. This is not 1, it's not 2, it's not 3. So it's taken time to get to the Ten of Pentacles. So we've got all this time, all this history, all this familiarity, everything that's already happened, you know, everything that took place in a long time. And this family is you know, it's got everything. They've built their wealth, they've built their relationship, they've built their home, they have, you know, other members of the family, like pets maybe, and I feel like there's someone coming to you, Aries, and revealing, and that's clarified. That's clarifying the Seven of Swords. As I felt in the beginning, is some of you finding out secrets maybe, or things that you didn't know. And you know, with the Ten of Pentacles and Ace of Swords, I feel like this is a new information coming to you in the area of a family. So for a lot of you, I feel this is your partner, like the family you live with. For some of you, that might be the family you came from. And I feel this person is very has been very secretive all this time. I feel like this person is, you know, they've kept this information for a while, and I feel like somebody else knew, someone else around knew, like there was people around you who knew about this information, and it almost feels like you're the last one who comes to know. Or maybe this person always shares with other people, and you're the last one that they tell. And you know, even though the matter is about you and this person, somehow you're always the last one to find out. Okay, what's the Ace of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles here for? Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Wands. So I feel like this person, first of all, might be younger than you. Either younger than you, or you've known this person since they were young, and you kind of like, you know, you grew up with them. You know, somebody you've known since the beginning. And I feel like this person have changed, like, or maybe that's how you feel about him after finding all this information that you found. Maybe you thought of this person as somebody who is, you saw potential, somebody who, you know, has a bright future, and you know, you have commitment with this person probably. You know, you were building the future together. And this person changed. They changed to become somebody who is not very stable, somebody who changes their opinion all the time, somebody who changes their mood all the time. I'm getting like mood swings, change of energy. Okay, what's the Queen of Cups here, Spirit, for? Queen of Cups. Oh, no, don't fall. Sorry, guys. Right, who's the Queen of Cups? Spirit, the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups here. The Moon. Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups clarified by the Moon. So I feel like this is, whether this is you. So there's this person who has got very tender, loving energy, the Queen of Cups. And she is looking towards this person, look, like she's looking towards this person with the deception, the person who was hiding and who was, you know, not revealing those truths. And like, look, she's looking towards this person and he's like turning back and he's like checking like, oh, like, did she see this? Did she notice this? And she's looking towards him and she's got kind of a sad face. You know, she has a lot of love. And it's almost like, how can you do this to me? I've been so good to you. How can you do this to me? Like, this is the kind of energy I'm getting. And the Queen of Cups is clarified by the Moon. So the Moon is, you know, you might be dealing with a water sign here. But the Moon is also like a darker, deeper truth. Let me clarify this. What's the Moon here for? Four of Pentacles. So I'm getting here this Queen of Cups now, who is this tender, loving person, kind of like closed off. You know, she's guarded now. She's kind of holding on to, I feel, this information that was found out. And she doesn't want to, like, she's taking time to process. It takes her time. It takes her time to process this information. And she's kind of keep holding on to it. And I feel like she needs to let go of this, because the longer she stays in that space, the longer this energy will persist. What's the Moon and the Four of Pentacles here for? The Moon and the Four of Pentacles. And I have this, okay, we've got the Five of Cups and the Five of Swords. Yeah, so we have somebody very disappointed, somebody very regretful, like disappointment is what I'm getting here. You see, this person is kind of like defeated, walking away, and this person is just looking towards the empty cups here. So I'm getting disappointment, sadness and disappointment is what I'm getting. Right, what's the Judgment here for? What's the Judgment card here for? Spirit, the Judgment card. What's the Judgment card here for? The Devil. Okay, what's the Devil for? And the Nine of Wands. So with the Devil, I got the word gaslighting. And it's like, it makes sense with everything else. It's like, I feel like somebody has been always gaslighted, or always been told or shown what the person wanted to tell them and show them, and this person has kind of always had a, you know, like they weren't able to see the truth. And you know, the Devil is like a toxic energy, something that is, I also feel like something repetitive, something that we can't get away from, something that is, it's almost like, I know it's going to happen again, I know it's going to happen again. Right, what's the Devil and the Nine of Wands here for? The Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Wands here for? Page of Wands. So I'm getting here almost like the person that is finding out the truth, the information. This person I'm getting, it's almost like this person always had the gut feeling for this happening, yet they didn't want to see the truth. So if that's you, Aries, I'm getting that it's taken me so long to get here to finally be proven right, that what I felt was always right. Unfortunately, it's not a good thing. I'm getting that it took you so much energy, you're tired, to only in the end find out that whatever gut feeling you had is now truth. That this devil energy, somebody is always looking after themselves, always it's all about them. Like Nine of Pentacles is kind of a, you know, it's kind of a single person's energy. It's kind of somebody spending their own money on themselves, always treating themselves. It's all about them, you know, celebrating life, and that is. And the Page of Wands is the Wands is fire energy. So it's very much, I feel like this person is kind of like all about themselves. So it's almost like I'm getting the feeling that if this is you, Aries, that you found out that this person is actually kind of selfish, you know, and obviously deceiving somebody with loads of lies and like not revealing like themselves really. Alright, what's the advice for Aries for this lunar eclipse? Let's have a look. Give me advice for Aries for this lunar eclipse. Give me advice for Aries for this January lunar eclipse. Nine of Pentacles. So the advice here is focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. And the Queen of Cups. Focus on yourself and be compassionate with yourself. Probably what he's trying to telling me is don't judge yourself for whatever happens. First of all, take time to treat yourself. Take time to pay attention on yourself. Do whatever is needed, whether that is relaxation, retreat. I'm getting the word retreat. Whether you need to go to a retreat and spend some time there, whether that's like I feel like massage, I feel like relaxation, spa, herbs, like this kind of thing. So maybe this is something some of you need to do for yourself to feel better. For others of you is like focus on your work, focus on your money, because that's what's going to give you this kind of like stability. Rely on yourself. That's the word, rely on yourself. This is what I'm getting. And then Queen of Cups, I'm getting don't judge yourself, be compassionate, and self-love. Practice self-love. So this is what I'm getting for you. So I tapped into an energy for somebody you know, who is finding out truths, and whether you already found this out or is happening at this time. The advice for you is focus on yourself, practice self-love. And the way to practice self-love is definitely on what do you do for yourself to practice self-love. How do you show yourself self-love? That's it. Thank you.